Alright, welcome back here with Minecraft Dungeons. Since number 2 was announced, we're going to go back to the story and experience it once again. So sit back, because the next installment of the story is Soggy Swamp. I did some grinding off camera, but only of the creeping woods.
A coven of wicked witches live at the heart of the sinister swamp. They conjure up all manner of brews to empower the arch-illager and his ever-growing army. If you don't find and defeat those witches, the illagers will be unstoppable. But tread carefully. The swamp is home to many horrors.
So what do you guys think will be the many horrors in the swamp, if you haven't played this before? We'll most likely have witches. Maybe some of those swamp skeleton looking things. Creepers, of course. Maybe some baby villagers. Not villagers, wait. Baby zombies. And then and it's a swamp, so you gotta have slimes. You just got to. You can't be without it. But yeah, I'm running 2 mushrooms and a doggy as a pet. But yeah, that's mainly what I've been running right now. It's my highest stat gear. And it seems to be doing well. So, hey, perfect. We got a witch. And they heal, as you can tell. And poison clouds. You gotta admit, poison clouds are always a nice touch. After all, they had to find a way to poison the player, since they do that in regular Minecraft. And boy, are those baby zombies fast. Real fast. Alright. Now, let's keep a move on here. I want to see what's going to be. And actually, honestly, the Soggy Swamp seems a little more dense with monsters compared to Creeping Woods. And that is alright with me, because the more we can actually kill, the faster we can level up. Alright, destroying cauldrons. We have 5 cauldrons. And, yeah, we just gotta survive and make it to them. I know it seems like I'm going through easy mode at the moment, and you know what? At times I am. However, when creepers come around, when the slimes and stuff start to surround me, as you can tell, there's slimes now, and pillagers, it's just all different mobs all over the place. I forgot. You still slow down after the roll. That always trips me up. With that many people around, it's just going to be overly condensed as more XP for us, and that makes it so much easier to level up and get points to be able to max out all the gear that I get in the future, because I will be doing different like fights and things like that to show off different weapons, see which ones might be better for attacking purposes, things like that. Alright, last cauldron is destroyed. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna go to my objective. Now that I am safe, and the door is open. Now I know we're looking for a merchant here, because the merchant's gonna be, I believe, I don't know what the merchant's gonna be. The last one was a trader that does common and rare items, but no legendary. And when it came to him, I actually, okay, this enderman needs to die. Okay, finally. He actually has a lot of health. With that trader, you had to save, like, what do you call it? Villagers to get more unlocks. And I think I'm at like 66 out of 70 or 60 out of 70 or something like that. But I'm up there with the villagers saved because how much I played Creeping Woods. And that just gave me more of a chance to get some better loot from buying with emeralds. There was one that I got with a scatter crossbow that had infinity for 1 perk, and then it had multi-shot, and I was like, that was a solid good bow, and I loved it, but its power wasn't where it should max out on what it should be for base, so I was like, you know what, I gotta replace it, and just keep moving forward. Alright, back to this place. Slimes, no problem, even when they break into multiple. I still worry the most about witches and enchanted mobs now, because, yeah, look at my health, it is going down. That fire tick actually really does hurt. But I still succeed. Alright, we gotta get out of this place. I know it's a cave, it's a dungeon. There's the map. And it's just everything everywhere. This is less dense than the outside portion though, so it's not as dangerous for myself. And I like having the one dog. I used to have 2 dogs and a llama, but I outgrew their gear power, and that was a fun setup, having like a bunch of pets. And then at one point I also had bees on a weapon, so I had like 3 pets and like 3 bees at one point. And I don't know what it is about like the dogs and the llama, but for some reason they aren't always like going after the mobs when you're, it seems, when you're like in the fights. I don't know why, but it just does. Finally, we're getting out of here. Alright, moving on. Clear these mobs out and gotta find the cauldron. Now, what? I already found 5 cauldrons, or brews, I should say. And it's like, what's this cauldron that we have to hunt for and destroy? Is this some sort of like special potion that no one knows? Maybe it's something unique. Either way, we gotta destroy it. And there ain't nothing better than a nice good fight. And these witches are so annoying with their poison clouds. Oh my god. I just, there's so many mobs. The slimes get in the way. They literally will block your path on a bridge. You don't have a choice but to fight them. Alright, keep following the objective marker. And if you can tell, I also have Explorer on, so I do get a little bit of health regen from the Explorer for every like 100 blocks you like traverse. And honestly, it does good healing. I mean, rank 2 I think is 4%, or no, 0.7 HP. Rank 2 I think is 0.3, and then rank 3 I think is 0.1. I don't quite know, I have to double check. Oh, enchanted slimes. Okay, I gotta test my strength on that, because you never know what's gonna be good and not good, how good I am, so I like to fight these stronger mobs. One thing I do know from when I was playing through is that there's like evokers and other things like that that can drop like these banners to make it harder. So I will say that every one of those banners that drops, I will pick it up no matter how much it makes it harder for me. And those enchanted slimes were not hard at all. I took some damage, but it's already pretty healed. Alright. Okay, this looks like a boss arena, and it is. What am I having to fight? Smash the cauldron. Alright, this is funny. Okay, pillagers and fire. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna, nope, let the fire go away. Look at all the slimes though, and I'm taking a lot of damage. And I messed up my controls, and I died because I messed up my controls. Lovely. Time to respawn, and hopefully finish off this boss. Chicken jockeys! I love the chicken jockeys. Maybe they'll drop the music this time. Only it, right? Lava chicken! Yeah. God, it's such a great song. Ooh, a legendary bow. Oh, sweet. Alright, this gotta be close to the end. Hey, there's a merchant. He looks like he has a gift on his head. Like a present. Alright, let's go. Let's get out of here. I think this is the end. And then, yes it is. Lovely. We beat it. So yeah, that's the story of the Soggy Swamp.
Well done.
And now we're gonna go back to camp and see what we have going on. I want to see what this gift guy looks like and forget what he does, and see what my reward is for the end of this. What will I get? Totem of Healing. Now that's some health regen. That's gonna be handy, especially as things get harder. That'll come in very handy. Let's see here. Levitate shot. No. I don't know what all these are. Some of them, so I have to read through them. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, stay tuned. We're going to keep going through the story of Minecraft Dungeons, and then after that, I'll post builds or fun fights in the sense of like unique setups, all the way until Dungeons 2 comes out, and then I'm going to swap over to Dungeons 2. See you guys next time.